talking has to be guided by an intention to make the talking actually manifest in something in the world which makes conditions better for our people. If we're just talking to hear our own voice or for ego's sake, then it doesn't do much good. I think the ideation can be embedded in the talking and can be used as a way of motivating people to get involved in the ideas. But the most important thing is the actual work that takes place. Most people don't see it with their third eye, they're seeing with their physical eyes. And so you have to put a physical representation in front of them for them to see it. Then it's, oh, yeah, now I see what you're talking about, as opposed to putting a far off idea. Some people can attach to the far off idea and can see that, but the average person, they're looking at what's in front of their face. So this is really an organizing principle I learned way back in the 70s from Haki Matabuti. He said, our people are still Cadillac buyers. And what he meant by that is that we have to attract people to what we're doing by having it be top quality. We don't want shoddy stuff. We want stuff to look good, to be good. And so that's how we proceed. We show and prove, and then that's how you win people over because many people can't see the idea before it manifests.
Mm. So I love that you shared that. And with that, what are some of your skills over the time in being at that table when ideas are being created? What have you found to be some of the most useful or resourceful ways of approaching that?
I would say the first thing is having a clear sense of your own values. And when I say your own, I wasn't approaching this as an individual. I was representing Detroit Black Community Food Sovereignty Network. So I had to have a clear and profound understanding of what values the organization stands on and what I'm representing when I'm at a table. So I know what things are compromisable and what things are immutable. What things am I willing to stand and die for, and what things can we make compromises on? That's necessary whenever you do a deal like this where there's millions of dollars involved. Everybody's playing this side of the chessboard, trying to move the deal to their advantage. You have to know where you stand and what you're standing for. You have to be willing on some things to say, if this doesn't go down, I'm pulling the plug. There were a couple things like that. I don't want to get into the details of
Yeah.
it. There were some times
Mhm.
when stances had to be taken that could have possibly jeopardized the project. So that's the first thing, having a clear vision and clear values that you stand on. One of the skills I already had and have refined through this process is the ability to relate to people on various different levels and representing various different viewpoints. Because a project like this takes pulling a team together, not only of activists or people who see the vision of a more circular economy, but you got to have people who are architects,